Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. In this video I will share with you one example. Actually it's one request I received from stakeholders, and if you're working with Power BI you will probably get similar requests in future. And the request was to identify all outliers within one measure or within data point and to list them and to try to spot patterns and factors that contributed to them. I was planning to create table visualization and sort those values from highest to lowest and send that table to stakeholders. However, that was not a good approach because I will have to repeat the same process each time data set is updated. And I found one very useful Power BI feature that is called detect anomalies, and let me show you how it works. For this example, I will use real estate dashboard I have created, and as you can see here in line chart, we have revenue listed across date dimension, and request was to identify outliers, or let's say highest or lowest values or non-expected values within data set. And as you can see from this line chart, it's obviously that we have one outlier, and that is this one. And if we enable drill through option like I did, we can see which metrics influenced this peak or outlier. And as you can see, those are these 4 units we have solved. And based on this data, users can examine what is common to them and to make some conclusions. Let's go back. So what I wanted to do is to send them a list of these outliers. Previous table I have shown you, but that is not very good approach because you will have to do it each time over and over when dataset is updated. So let me show you this very interesting feature within Power BI that you can use, and that is called Anomalies Detection, and it is we can say AI feature that flags unusual values within your time series data. Now, how you can turn on this functionality? So let's select this visualization. Let's go to format, open format pane, scroll down, and last option is anomalies. If you do not see this option, that means that you are not using date column in x-axis, so you cannot use year, month, or any hierarchy, date hierarchy, so you will have to use date column. If you have your date column in x-axis, then you should see anomalies option here. So let's turn it on, and as you can see, Power BI automatically detected this anomaly and flag it out with this gray circle here. But let me show you some other benefits of this anomalies detection. And also you can see on the beginning of this line chart we have one also outlier that is lowest value within this line chart, and you can also examine this lowest value. So let's go to drill through, and these are let's say units that have contributed to these outliers. So let me go back. Now, instead of sending these to tables with outliers, you can just drill through, see, check them, and you can export them if you want. Now, we have some other very useful function within this anomalies detection option. As you can see here behind this purple line, we can see a gray line. So what this gray line tells us? This gray line tells us expected minimum and maximum value. So based on all data we have within this line chart, expected minimum value for this date would be 2,500,000, while maximum value would be 4.5 millions. Now you can change threshold in anomalies menu. So let's go to anomalies menu. And here we have sensitivities. Now sensitivity is set to 70. If we reduce sensitivity, let's say to 40, and let's apply it. Now gray line will become bigger because we have reduced sensitivity. That means that we give much more space for expected minimum and maximum value. And as you can see from this example, expected minimum and maximum values have been increased. Now let's increase sensitivity to, let's say, 90%, and this gray line will be reduced. So let's apply this, and you cannot barely see it. You can see it here where we have outliers. So here is the gray line, that is expected value. Also for this outlier, expected value should be somewhere here around 3.9 millions. Also, you have this explain by field. So if you want to explain this outlier using some specific column, for example, I have a category, I have property type, I have property region. So let me just add it here. That is state region and property type. So I want to explain these outliers by using state region and property type. So let's apply this, and so you can see how it works. Now let's click on this outlier, and here new anomalies window will pop up, and here we see our line chart with explanation. Total revenue was unexpectedly high on this date. It had value of 33 millions, which is above expected range, and expected range was 3.5 millions. Now we have a list of possible explanation. Now, first possible explanation is state region, because we have added state region because we want to explain this anomaly by state region, and state region contributed to this outlier in 52%. So we cannot say that we are 100% sure revenue was high because of south region. And below we will get total revenue line chart for state region south that is compared to all total revenue. So if we scroll here on this dot line, we can see that total revenue for this date was 3.9 millions, while total revenue for south region was 1.5. And you can check for all other dates. You can also add this visualization to your report if you want to compare a south region against all regions. Now, next possible explanation is property type. That is because we also added property type here. It is also 50%. So again, we cannot say that we are 100% sure that this was outlier because it is single family unit. And again, we have similar line chart that shows us a total revenue for single family units compared to total revenue against all units. You can also add this line chart to report if you want. Next option that we have is shape. So as you can see, you can change type of shape like this. Now it's square. You can increase size and you can rotate it. Let's rotate it to 45 degrees like this, and you can change color. So let's put orange color. You can set borders, match line color. Okay, we do not want to match it with line color. Let's put something else that will distinct this outlier. Width, let's increase width like this, and we have expected range. Now expected range will be a gray line that we have here. So now let's change it to red line. Let's reduce transparency, and as you can see here, it's a red line. So let me reduce sensitivity. Like this. Okay, I reduced it too much. And now you see that expected range is shown in a red color. A very useful feature, and let me show you just how it will work without explain by that we have added. Let's apply it, and let's select this outlier. And now this function provided us some other explanation, possible explanation, and factors contributed to this outlier. Let's see which one is the highest. And we do not have highest, but let's say that price or revenue was so high because we sold units where neighborhood rating is 8. You can also expand this and you will see a line chart that compares units that do have neighborhood rating 8 against all other ratings. One additional feature that I would recommend you to add is drill through, so you can again examine everything in table visualization and maybe to export it to Excel if it's needed. So I think that you all know how to create a drill through page. If you do not know, I have also video how to create drill through page. So let's say we want to examine this outlier. Let's go to drill through and it will take us to drill through page. Now we have here outliers for date we have selected. Let's go back. When I presented this feature to end users, they really liked it because Power BI automatically detected outliers, point out to them, okay, these are outliers, check them, and if you apply any filter, those outliers will be shown only for the selected filter, and each time report is updated. Of course, this visualization will be updated together with Anomalies Detection, and you will be able to see latest anomalies and to detect them. You can also read a little bit more about this functionality on my Power BI blog. I will share link in description. Also, if it's not hard for you, like this video, add comment, or if you're new to my channel, subscribe so you can learn useful stuff related to Power BI. Thank you for watching and see you in one of my next videos. Bye.